morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. In this video, what I want to teach you is how to cut your videos using Premiere Pro. So if you want to cut the dead space, the ums and the ahs and all of those things you don't want in your footage, this is how you're going to do it in Premiere Pro. Let's dive into it. So the first thing you want to do is to open your Premiere Pro, and once you have opened it, you want to bring in your footage the way I've brought in my footage already. But the way that you do that, here you can see how I organize my stuff. So you can have this just to make sure things are organized in Premiere Pro, because this is very important. But basically, I open to my footage. Let me delete this. So I click and drag my footage onto my timeline. And you should not mistake footage for sequence. Footage is this thing that has, if you zoom in here now, you are going to see this icon of video and audio joined together. That's a video. But this is a sequence. A sequence is different. And in case you've never used Premiere Pro, a sequence is actually what you have when you bring a footage into your timeline. Okay. So you can have multiple sequence in a project, in a particular project. And we're going to really dive into that in another video. But for right now, I just want you to know when you drag in your footage into your timeline, you get a sequence. And this was created initially with the first time I put this footage into the timeline. It's not being created again because it was created earlier on. Yeah, and you can see the name of my sequence is the same name of my video. You can change the name of your sequence actually to have a different name. We are going to go into sequence and all that later. But for right now, let's focus on how to cut your YouTube videos. So what are we going to do here? What we're going to do is to zoom in and zoom out. If you want to look at all your clip to see everything, you can come down here, look at this scroll button and just adjust it. Click from the end point here and drag it to this side to see everything that you have here. If you want to reduce, you can click and drag as well. But I do not do that. I use the shortcuts for all of this. And in another video, I'm going to show you how to do all of this using shortcuts. But right now, again, my focus is on cutting, okay? Because we want to take things step by step, and let's get started already. Now, I have changed some things on my laptop. So I have the shortcut for cutting to be something else. And I'm going to show you how I did everything. Now, let me play my footage. So my video starts right when I clapped. There are two ways you can do it. The way that is not fast, it is using this razor tool. So you can come here, tap on the razor tool, come back here, then come to the exact points that you want to cut, and then you click on this and then cut out this part. Then you go back, tap on your mouse, and then you make sure that the part you want to delete is highlighted. You can see this part as white outline both on the video timeline and on the audio timeline. So you're going to click on it again, delete it, and then there's a space here. There's an empty space here that will be black on your screen. Then you tap that empty space also and delete it. That's a very long process. I'll show you a better way to do it, and it is way shorter, way faster, and way better. Yeah, that's what we want. So Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z. What I'm doing now is bringing back the same footage, and I'm going to use a different technique. Then I'll show you how to do it. Now watch. So I just press Shift and arrow key. Shift and arrow key moves my playhead back by 5 frames. Okay. If you don't know what a frame is, just forget it for now. You will understand it later. You don't need to understand it to achieve this purpose. Next, when we get to that junction, you are going to learn that. But you can basically just move your player to the point where you want to start your video from. So I want my video to start somewhere here. I'm going to press Z. And once I press Z, it has automatically cut that part out. Okay, so I just delete that part and then I delete this part as well. Now, there's even a better way that I can do this, and that better way, for the first one, you might have to follow that exact process, but I'll show you something else now. So there's a breathing space here that I want to cut out. So from this point, what I will do is press Z, right? Because this part, I'm not saying anything. It's just dead space. It's me breathing out and I don't want it to be there. Now, this is from where I want my clip to start, and I want to cut out this portion. So there are two ways I can go about it. I can press Z, then delete this part, and let's try that. I press Z and I delete this part, and then I still delete this space in between so that everything is joined together and I have a good video. But there's a faster way to do it. Let's assume I come here, I cut the parts here. Now I want to go back a little bit, and from here I can just press Q. And once I press Q, it deleted that portion I did not want and also moved this clip to this point as well. So I can just cut all my clips using Z and Q. Now, it's going to take some practice for you to fully understand this, okay? And then it's going to take me showing you the shortcut you should use for this. But basically, I find that this is better actually. It is faster for you. Now, let's keep watching our video. There's another breathing space there. So I'm going to press Z and Q. That's just a little. Okay, there's another place here. So I press Z here. Okay, not there. That's the wrong place. Control Z is to undo what you have done. I think everyone should know that already. So I can just increase my waveform. The way I'm increasing this is, you can see if you come here, there are two kind of like tall guys here, two tall guys here that you can bring up from this point. If I click at this circle point here, I click and drag it, and once I do that, my audio timeline increases, and once I make it longer, it decreases. So I want to increase it, so I'll make it shorter. The same thing I can do for my video timeline. You can see that's why they separated them. This is your video timeline, this is your audio timeline. God, this took me some time to understand. I was wondering why I would move this and this would not move, and I couldn't figure it out. But now I'm saving you all that stress and time. This is your audio video timeline, and this is your audio timeline. As simple as that. And then you have the scroll button for your video timeline, the scroll button for your audio timeline. That's something that you should know. So I want to cut out this part. All I'll do is Z and Q. So that's what I'm actually doing, Z and Q. So here I can press Z. The beautiful thing is that because my audio is linked with my video, I'm actually cutting both at the same time. So whatever I do on the video affects the audio. You can definitely unlink that, but if you are cutting, you don't want to unlink it. Here, I come here. So I press Z and Q. Okay, so you just keep doing that all through your video, and then at the end of the day, it's going to take you not as much time as it should if you're going back to the razor tool to cut and all of that. Now, how do you set this up? It takes just about 5 minutes for you to set this up once, and then your life will be easier. So all you need to do is to go to your keyboard shortcuts. And how you do that on Mac, you come to this Premiere Pro icon here and you come to keyboard shortcuts. Well, I think if you are on Windows, there should be a place there around there that you can also find something. So I will just make sure that I add the other way you can do it on Windows. Now I tap on Premiere Pro here, come to keyboard shortcuts, or let me cancel, or you can simply press Option Command K. Now, once you open your keyboard shortcut, the next thing you want to do is to search for Add Edit. Add Edit is what I'm using to cut, okay? And you see I've set the shortcut to Z. And the reason I did that is because I can easily press Z with this my other hand, while with my right hand I'm moving my mouse, right? Or I'm controlling the playhead. I can set this hand to be on my keyboard on Z and on Q while I'm cutting, because I can just get locked in and focus on cutting, and I'm doing that. So when you come to this place, there'll definitely be another alphabet that is for the shortcut. You can just cancel it. You can see this cancel button here, cancel it, and then press whatever you want to use. If you want to use another alphabet or any other thing, you can go on to do that. But for me, I'm using Z, and I am also going to search for Z is for Add Edit, and Add Edit is what I press when I want to cut, okay? So just know that. And then I'm going to look for Ripple Trim Previous Edits to Playhead. What that does is that it is going to trim the portion before the playhead. Okay, it's going to take it out. It's going to take both the clip and the space there out, and then it's going to move where your playhead is. Every other thing that is from there is going to move it to where the previous clip is. Okay, so that's what it means. If you don't know what it means, at least you know what it does. I've shown it to you already. So you can see that my shortcut for it here is Q, right? And then if I'm doing this forward, I think backward is what you will use most of the time. I rarely use trim forward, okay, but backward is Q. So once you want to do that, you just, the same process, cancel the previous key that was there or the previous button and put your Q or whatever you want to use. And once you're done, just press OK. And then you try that again. Let's see. I want to cut out that part, and I'm going to say Z and then Q. You could see what happened here. This is where my playhead is. Now if I press Q, it's going to move out this portion plus the space that is meant to be there away. Then every other thing I have from this point where my playhead is forward, everything will move to this point here. So if I press Q, that's exactly what happens. Okay, it happens in a second and you probably will not notice, but that's what happens. This part where I also clean my face, I don't want you to see me cleaning my face. So let's just go back a little bit. Control Z, Q. Yeah, I think that's all. That should help you cut your clips in Premiere Pro faster. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. hit the subscribe button. We will be dropping videos every week on video marketing and video editing, mainly for coaches and consultants. But if you're also a video editor, trust me, you're going to learn so much from this channel because I will be sharing alongside my team from what we actually do, okay, in the business for our clients and other contents that can help you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.